Hello, everybody, and welcome to Longer and Harder, the show where we take a subject and we go deeper. I can noun today. I can verb today. God damn it! That was an adjective. How is everybody doing? I hope you all are having yourselves a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Hello, chat. Hello, Majapeta and Young Blue Skeptic and Darth Killer and Sean. And I did see Geo in there somewhere. Hello, Bob. And hello, Bohobo. I am so sorry that you are traveling right now. Is it right now that you're traveling, or were you traveling yesterday and then missed out on Eric Debate nonsense? Because I will tell you, even if you do not watch the whole stream, and it's okay if you don't, it's a lot of dumb. It's a lot of dumb. At least go to the very end, because honestly, the last two pages of that book are just incredible. I'm thinking I might do a midweek video, which is rare for me, of like an over dramatic reading of the last two pages of the Earth Plane, because it's fantastic with like sound effects and everything, because it just goes off the rails and it's amazing. So you don't have to watch all 6 hours of the nonsense. The last like half an hour in and of itself is all you really need. It's great. Go watch that instead. Where's the cat? There's no cat today. I'm sorry. You're stuck with me. Both the cats today have decided that they want to hang out with my wife in the bedroom, so they are over there with her as she's I don't know what she's doing. She's just not out here. Not deeper beaker like the lab assistant. Oh no. No cats. Your face is beautiful today. Well, thank you. I thank you. I'll take it. So yes, running right into things. What are things that we need to do? Housekeeping. What do we have for your I'm not gonna read that one, Gio. If you could clean your butts like your cat does, would you? I don't know. I don't know. That's a very interesting question to which I don't have an answer. What was I gonna say? Oh, yes, housekeeping. There is only one sort of thing for housekeeping, I think, that needs to be talked about, which is that I start school on Tuesday. Tuesday's my first day back in college, back in undergrad. So I don't know what that's going to do as far as streaming schedule goes and as far as video output goes. I'm only taking one class, so here's hoping that I can balance this job, school, and YouTube's all at the same time. Because I'm not quitting my job. I'm still going to work full time, and then I'm going to school part time. But I will say this: I will prioritize good grades and homework over streaming and making videos. And I'm sorry about that. But I gotta do the education thing. The edumacating me has to happen. So it might mean that streams don't happen as often. I don't know. I don't want to say that, but it might. So just so you know, that's what I have to do in life. So we'll see. I really hope that it doesn't actually affect me and I can just, use my other time appropriately. Yes, R&D, Riley made a goof this time around. He made a wrong phone code. You'll love it. Oh, I did see that. I saw Sly's preview. I think you were in it, Gio. I did see Sly's teaser for that or whatever. That's fantastic, because he used a Michael Focold, right? The not dead one. I don't think he's dead, right? Yeah, I don't think he's dead. And I think that's great. I'd rather have an educated R&D over YouTube one any day. Well, thank you. Micro knows why I was too busy catching part 2. But seriously, Rhetoric, why are you live when I'm traveling home on the train from Copenhagen again? Sorry. I just what happens. Okay. So, moving on with that. Beer of the week. I am super excited about beer of the week. So, at the place where I get my beer, they try to support local breweries by giving you get a little punch card, and after you fill up 12 of those punch cards, you get like $13 off of your next purchase. And I had a full one because I like roughly every 12 weeks or so, a little bit more often since I'm a bit of an alcoholic. I get to get like a really nice beer. And this is one of those times. This is like a $13-14 beer for this pint. So I get to splurge once every 12 weeks or so. I get to splurge on a beer, and this is what I chose to splurge on this week. From one of my favorite breweries of all time, besides like maybe Brickway and Lucky Bucket, Boulevard Brewing Company in Kansas City, Missouri. We have another, what's going to, I think, be a really interesting beer. What did you say? Why are you live when I'm traveling home from Is that a real place? Calisius? Next week I suggest Champomy. What is Champomy? Is that what is that? Champomy. Okay, let's see. We'll add it. We'll add it to R&D's whatever thing that I have here. Let's see. Next week we have a suggestion for Champomy. What was that? Is that Champomy? Okay, I will look that up, and if I can find it, I will. Calisi. Yeah, I don't English well. I don't language well, honestly. Okay, we will look it up. So, this one's cool. It's a barrel-aged ale. And I'll read the description, but more or less what they did is they have another barrel-aged beer, which I think I've reviewed here. It's like a barrel-aged, bourbon-aged quad is what it's called. And then they mixed it with some of their imperial stout. So it's just a bunch of things, and it's gonna be great. That's French for uncultured escargot. Okay, that makes sense. Go to Champagne for champagne. Yeah, I know. That's like the one thing about champagne is you can only get real legitimate champagne only, in case you don't know, things about alcohol. Champagne is only champagne if it comes from Champagne, France. Otherwise, it's not champagne. Otherwise, it's just like sparkling wine. Bourbon you can only get bourbon if it comes from the U.S. That's a myth that it has to come from Kentucky, but it can actually just be from anywhere in the U.S., I think, if I remember right. So, you know, all the things about naming things and stuff. Okay, so this guy is epic. Look at this guy. I haven't even opened it yet. I'm like super excited. He is a nice big pint. He is going to see this. Let me ease your church. Let Champony is alcohol-free bubbled grape juice. That sounds disgusting. That sounds gross. I don't know why anyone would make such a horrible thing. Actually, so one of the things that I don't know if it'll be for next week, but I did spot this at the grocery store the other day, which is that they have canned what is it? Oh, that's not something I care about. Canned wine, like in aluminum cans for wine, which sounds disgusting. But they had like some that were fairly cheap, and then they also had like box wine that was really expensive. Like a box of wine was somewhere around $40, which is it's outrageous. It's an outrageous price for wine in a fucking box. So I think I might do a wine night where I drink not crappy but expensive box wine and compare it to like really nice bottled wine and see if it's any good. We'll see. The whole thing sounds awful, and I'm gonna do it anyway. Ooh, that was loud. That was good. Ooh. It smells great. I'm super excited. Okay, here we go. We're gonna make a mess out of this. We so totally are. I hope you can hear that delicious pour. There we go. We'll make it a little bit louder. Oh, it's so dark. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, I need a little bit more in this glass. This is gonna kick my ass. I get the feeling that I'm gonna accomplish like absolutely nothing else today after today's show. Like this is it. This is gonna be the end of my Sunday right here. All right. Oh, and I haven't actually read the thing. It is 13.7% alcohol. Yay. Composed of carefully selected lots of bourbon barrel quad and whiskey barrel aged imperial stout, Grand Cru effortlessly expresses the most distinctive elements of each beer, creating a delicious whole that's even greater than the sum of its parts. That is a... Oh, look at that beer. You can't see through it. This is what a beer is supposed to look like. Ooh, smells whiskey. Oh, that is heavenly. God, that is delicious. Oh my goodness. That is delicious. Oh my goodness. So they just combined the rotten beer waste they found at the barrels at random breweries? No. No, they didn't. They combined two of their better barrel aged beers. They combined them together into this delicious. Oh, it is so good. You can taste the bourbon. You can taste the bourbon. You can taste the whiskey. Oh, it is really good. You can taste the beer. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm in heaven. This is the best. Oh, I love you, Boulevard. Please pay me to advertise more of your crap, because I will. I love you guys. I'm going to visit you in like 2 weeks. Please love me back. Oh my goodness, that is really good. I gotta say, that is really good. Why would you want to waste bourbon and whiskey and beer? Heresy, burn the wizard. It's not actually bourbon and whiskey. It's in case you don't know, what they do is they buy beer knowledge time. They buy barrels that bourbon or whiskey has been aged in. They buy the barrels after they're done with them at the distilleries, and then they age the beer in that, so it pulls the flavors out of the barrel, the whiskey and the bourbon flavors out of the barrel into the beer. And there's some rules about how barrels work too. Like in the US, in order to be bourbon, if I remember right, in order to be bourbon, the bourbon has to be aged in a brand new white oak, some kind of oak barrel. It's got to be brand new charred, so they can't reuse them. So then they sell them to they sell bourbon barrels to either breweries to do this with, or they sell them to distilleries to do other things with them. Like I know a few of them actually a lot of bourbon barrels actually go to Scotland to do scotches. They'll actually buy quite a bit of American bourbon barrels to age their scotches in, and then you actually get a lot of bourbon taste in scotch because of it. You also get, they like to do it sherry. Sherry actually makes sherry wine. If you actually do that and then age your scotch in it, it turns out really well too. I know way too much about this. Charred white oak, yeah. Charred white oak. It has to be brand new charred white oak. So, bourbon barrels, they're not cheap. So that's why this beer is like $14. It's fantastic, and I'm loving it. All right. Where's my stylus? Okay. So for today, if I can get things done here for today, we have here is our menu for today. We have How Seasons Work by Eric Dubé. Please, nobody pick that. How Seasons Work by Eric Dubé. Copy that for me, will you? Let's go over here. Sorry, I'm trying to get to the chat. Paste that. There we go. Okay, so that should be in the chat for you all. We have How Seasons Work by Eric Dubé. Not Cloning by Jonathan Miller. I need to get that one out. That we have had that on the menu for like 2 months or something. Same thing with this one. Veganism Almost Killed Me by Daphne Reloaded. What It Means by A Call for an Uprising. Google Earth Lies by Jason Maggard. If you don't know, Jason Maggard is the person who I made a video about last week, who also got referenced in this week's video. And then I actually have 2 options. Those aren't the name of the videos. I have actually 2 options for Enslaved by No Media. I want to actually, if you want to listen to Enslaved by No Media, I wanted to give you a couple of options about that. And then You're in Therapy by Flat Earth Paradise. You know, because drinking Budweiser isn't enough urine therapy. There you go. What beers promote headaches? Beers like these promote headaches. High alcohol beers promote headaches. Don't drink like R&D drinks. You will regret like all of your decisions. I regret all of my life decisions. I'm gonna move the camera just a little bit so you don't have to stare at my dark hallway. There we go. So those are our options for today. The two options for Enslaved by No Media are actually two more videos on this whole the U.S. is that's not what I want. The U.S. is smaller than they want us to be. Okay, thank you. I don't want that. Where is the thing? Oh, I don't know where it went. I lost stuff. Where'd it go? Where did VLC go? There's VLC. Sorry, I'm like not prepared. Okay. Enslaved by No Media is Google Earth Lies. So one of them would be the same video that I actually did the quickie on that got released today. It'd be that video, the whole video, all 10 minutes of it. Which I wanted to actually talk about because he talks about a lot of nonsense in it. He makes a lot of claims, as you saw, about how the government have designed roads and train rails and commutes and lights so that you move slower because reasons. And then the other one I think is called Small Earth Lies, Cracking Under the Pressure, which is again another like the US isn't as big as they tell us video. So those are our options for that. So how is the voting going along over here? Results. I am very professional in not looking results. Oh, results are actually split fairly evenly, but what number is that? Number 1 is winning. You don't want to listen to more Eric Dubé shit, huh? All right, we can get behind that. I mean, it's not like we just read a whole book by him, but you know, whatever. Whatever floats your boats. This is your show sometimes. Pizza. I'm glad. What kind of pizza did you get, Mejapecha? Did you decide? I know you were asking about it earlier. What is with flat earthers and drinking piss? I don't know. It's so weird. I just don't know. I just don't know anymore. So because you can't brew beer on a flat earth. I mean, they could always drink, you know, Miller High Life or Miller Lite, and there. Why do you need piss when there's a big company out there that brews it for you? Whiskey Foxtrot 6 India. I don't know what that means. That's you. Is it an I then? It is an I. We were wondering about that. We were wondering about that yesterday, Kate. It is an I. What does it mean? I don't actually know what that means. Could you explain what your name means, Mr. WF6I? That'd be great. I can't vote on the phone without fucking up the live stream. Put a vote for me for number 5. We got Bohobo wants number 5. Okay. Just for you, Bohobo. We will go and we will vote for number 5 for Bohobo. Number 5, vote. Okay, number 5 is there. We still have number 1 is still winning though. Number 5 is at a close second. So number 5 and 1, which number 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Google Earth Lies. So we can either learn more about Google Earth Lies or more about Eric Dubé. I got a cheeseburger pizza. Was new here. Had to try it. Cheeseburger pizza. My wife. That's like one of the things that my wife hates. There's 2 things about pizza that my wife hates. Huh? 3 things. She yells at me. I don't know what the third one is. I know 2 of them. One of them is hamburger on pizza. She thinks that's weird because I do that out here in Omaha, and it's weird, and she doesn't like it. The other one, which I don't understand why she doesn't like it, but if you put like the toppings and then you put cheese on top of the toppings, she doesn't like that. Like the toppings have to be the top layer, otherwise she's just not a fan. And I don't know what the third thing is. Huh? Yeah, that's why they're called toppings, she says. The other one, I don't know. Is it the basil thing?
No, it's that they cut them into squares.
Oh, square cut pizza is the other. Yeah, the square cut pizza is just, apparently it's heresy to cut your pizzas into squares. I think it's the best, especially if you get like thin crust pizza and you cut it into squares. The best way to eat pizza. Everyone gets a crust that way, or nobody gets a crust. I don't know. I will fight. Tell Alpha Seti you should vote in the actual voting place, because I think I'm only allowed to vote once, and I already wasted it on Bull. Okay. Sometimes the cheese gets burnt if they're on top of the toppings. It does, and it's great. I don't know how that's a problem. That sounds amazing, actually. Oh goodness, that's killing me. No, I hadn't seen Oakley in months. The closest was catching your hangout about what he said toward Jim Panda. I haven't watched Nathan. I refuse to watch Nathan. He's such an attention whore. I don't want to give him more attention than he already gets. It's too much. With such a menu, we're going to be too filled to digest it all. I know, that's it, right? Burnt cheese is the best. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. How's the voting coming along? Oh, number 5 is taking the lead. Oh, we might. What's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Jason Maggard. Oh, you guys wanna do more Jason stuff? All right. I don't know how I feel about that. It's getting a little difficult to watch more videos by Jason. He's just. Like today's video, I don't know if you watched it. Go watch today's video. If you haven't, go watch it. It has made me lose hope in humanity. All right, we're gonna give this like a minute or two more, and then we're gonna move on, because I'm getting into the rambly parts of the video. Dear random viewer who's gonna comment about me rambling too much, that's the point of the video. Skip ahead, I guess. I don't know. Like this is live. I can't edit the footage, so we just we just talk about pizza and how I can't pronounce it and toppings. Like, that's it. Wasted a vote on you. That's how it is. Hello, Tau Alpha. I know I like commented about you and I didn't say hi. Hello, Tau. How are you doing? Been loving your videos. Always a great series. Gotta love that nonsense. We have not had a hangout in a while. We used to go on hangouts all the time. You should do a thing. You should come and join us at the next time that I do a reading of a thing. I think next week I might try to have a Saturday stream that's a patron only stream. Okay, number 5 has definitely gotten ahead by quite a bit. So we're gonna stick to number 5. So we're gonna call that closed on we're gonna close that off on voting. And number 5, which is Google Earth Lies. I think it's this one, because he's got too many. I think it's this one. We'll be able to count this one. This is Jason Maggard. Just the start of what Enslaved by No Media and I will expose. So I guess for whatever reason, Jason Maggard and Enslaved by No Media are now like spearheading the U.S. is half the size conspiracy. They're now the head of that department, I guess, because of reasons. So in case you don't know, and in case you can't see, because I'm reading things and not actually showing you the video for it. Haha. Oh, let's not do that. In case you can't tell, and my screen is in front of me, which is not the best way to do this. Well, can we make this just a tad bit smaller, like that? There we go. No, like that. Perfect. So in case you don't know, so the way that the new flat Earth conspiracy thing that's popular right now is that the U.S. is half the size they tell us it is. I don't know why, like. It just is. And so in order to prove this, they are doing everything except for actually like measuring it, which I love. Something that I had thought about doing, and I don't know if I will. Please discuss Eric Dubé on seasons. I'm sorry, Tristan Paul Bastano, you're a little bit too late for voting, but you can try next time. We will try next time again. So one of the things that I might do is these things have a name, and I know they have a name, but I don't know what it is. It's those wheel things with a handle and a little clicker thing that measures how often the wheel thing rotates. They have an official name. I don't know what they're called, right? But you can use them to measure distances. So you can take it and you can roll it down the street, and it will, every time it rotates, it'll tell you, that it rotated once, and then all you have to know is the circumference of the circle, and bam, you have how much distance you traveled. And they usually make these in like whatever, a foot long, so every rotation you traveled a foot, kind of deal. Somebody's gonna tell me what they're called. Gerard D, I think they're called the clickery wheelie counter thingies. Sounds about right. Meter wheels, I think. I don't know. I don't fucking know. So I want to buy one. I don't know how much they are. How much are they? Let's see. Google. How much are? Okay, I guess I actually need to know what they're called. So once I figure out what they're called, I'll try to look up how much they are, and then we can maybe maybe buy one. I'm not right now, but maybe buy one. But I don't know what they're called yet. Oh, trundle wheel. Oh, really? That sounds made up. That sounds really made up. I don't know if that's a real. I don't trust you all to actually tell me real words here. Trundle wheel sounds, honestly, and I know you're from England, so this might be I don't know, not racist, but that other thing that's kind of like racism. That sounds like something out of Harry Potter. Is what I'm trying to get at. Like a trundle wheel sounds like some made up shit from Harry Potter. That you spin it and somehow it like turns a room around or something, right? That's what it sounds like to me. But you all seem determined that that's what it is. Okay. A trundle wheel. God, that's such a weird name. Trundle bed? No, trundle wheel. There it is. Trundle wheel. All right, so a trundle wheel. Oh, they're pretty cheap, actually. Look, there's even a kid's version. Flat Earthers is a version made for you. You should buy it and try it out sometime. So on Amazon, they're like $12-ish to like $35 for the kids one, so that's not bad. I don't know how high they go, but actually at that price, this one, okay. This one's not eligible for Amazon Prime, so I might not actually buy it. It's 1,000 feet measuring wheel. So I might try to find one that's a little bit more high tech, so that it's that one's $50. They get kind of expensive here, but they might be worth buying. There's a street. I'm gonna keep this page open here. There's a street like near where I live called it's 84th Street. So the way that Omaha is built, it's built on a grid like all cities are. At its First Street starts at the easternmost part of Omaha, and then it goes back to like 100 and something ish, 160ish or something like that. So all the streets, all the number streets go north to south in pretty much a straight line for miles and miles on end. So there's one near me called 84th Street, which I really want to just start at one end and then measure out a mile, and measure it on the Googles or whatever and see if it matches up, because actually measuring things might be a good way to find out if maps are lying to you. But they're not very expensive, so maybe. If I do it, I think I'd live stream it. And this is entirely, well, I guess this has to do with what we're talking about. So, so yeah, we'll try to get it. A trundle wheel is a measuring device, a simplified form of a surveyor's wheel. It's commonly used by people who need easy way to find rough distances from one place to another. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I'll add it to the list of things to do, and maybe I'll live stream one of these days because I think that'd be cool. It's your red chakra wheel on your scrotum. Final glad would say spirit signs. It's true. So maybe we'll give that a try. All right, moving on to the actual video. So what I would do to actually measure a distance is like buy a fake trundle wheel. I still think that's not the name of them. I'd buy a trundle wheel and I would find a distant object, and I would measure how far it is, and then, you know, try to measure it either on Google Earth. But I think unless it's like a mile or more, I don't think that using Google Earth would be the most accurate thing ever, because I don't know how accurate Google Earth is about like feet and stuff. So I'm not sure I would do that, but you know, whatever. Grr, R&D, reptilian NASA shield alien voice scrambles is falling. It's hard to hear what he's saying. Oh, sorry about that. Spirit science is total bollocks. They're called meter wheels. Oh, is a meter wheel the incorrect unit version of a trundle wheel? Is that what they are? I could see that. So yeah, so yes, so you pick 2 points. God, this is getting distracting. We get to your point A, point B. You figure out, you take a trundle wheel, a meter wheel, a fucking yardstick, and you measure from one end to the other and find out if it matches up what maps say it does. If the U.S. is really half the size that they tell us it is, then there really shouldn't be any. There should be a big discrepancy, right, between you measuring it and what maps say. The other thing that I think, and this is entirely getting kind of off topic, but you know, when you talk about like how the distances are, or what Enslaved by No Media said, because he measured time instead of distance for whatever reason. He's very much talking about things in like cities and stuff, and completely forgets that there's a whole chunk, just a giant slab of land in the middle of the country where there's fuck all, where you can go from one end of it to the other unimpeded for just hundreds and hundreds of miles, maybe even a couple of thousands of miles, without having to stop at a single light or being impeded. And that in these chunks, you really could actually take your speed, your time, and, you know, you actually measure how far you traveled. So right where I live right off of the big interstate that goes through Omaha is the I-80. It's an Interstate 80. And pretty much once you leave Omaha, you don't hit another city up until you hit like Colorado. So there's a good chunk of like 7 hours where you could potentially travel at the exact same speed. You know, you set your cruise control and you could travel your exact at whatever speed you choose for a good solid 100 miles and never like even bother to like hit traffic or slam on your brakes, because it's a giant highway that's usually fairly empty because it's huge and just nobody else travels it before trucks. So you could actually measure some of these distances using the time rate instead of actually like measuring them. So Jason / Enslaved by No Media, you should maybe try that instead of trying to get from one point of your little town to another point of your little town and complaining that traffic sucks. Just, you know, just a thought. Interstates suck compared to our highways. I mean, I guess I'm not allowed to go like 100 miles an hour on them, but there also is nothing on them. So that's a thing. Dumb foreigners with their logical, consistent measurements. I know, right? I was looking on Craigslist for a cheap jism wheel in Nebraska and couldn't find any. I did find this though, which could be of use. Oh no. I am terrified to click on that, but I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, look at that. It's a lawn boy tiller. That's neat. That has West Omaha. Okay. That's way north of me, but you know, whatever. If I ever need thank you. If I ever need a roller tiller, I will spend $100 on this one. Oh, and then my tablet died, so I can't actually like get back to the chat. There we go. Who else lives in Eurasia? I don't know. So yeah. This is what we got. Okay, I'll go check if 7 kilometer matches with Google Maps in my neighborhood. I'm going running. You should. That was the other thing that I was going to maybe try. I don't know if it's in here. Yes. Nope, that's empty. I do have a Fitbit, and Fitbit, well, probably not the most accurate thing in the world, does, measures your steps. So I could potentially use that as well to just measure how many steps I take in a mile. So there's a couple of different ways. My point is that there's more than one way to skin a cat, / there's more than one way to measure distances, and you don't have to go by how long it takes you to drive through the middle of your town during rush hour as a way to measure things. You could actually just, measure it. If you think interstates are bad, the I-95 corridor around Hampton Roads area, it's bad. The 90, 91, 90, there's one that goes north-south up Wisconsin, starts in Wisconsin. I think it actually starts in Canada. And goes all the way down to, I want to say down to the coast. I actually want to say that it goes all the way down to, the Gulf of Mexico. And it's pretty bad. Especially in Illinois. Illinois, it's a toll road and it sucks. Fuck you, Illinois, for your goddamn toll roads. You suck. So that one's awful to take all the time, and a lot of people try to, gyp the system. It's great. Because they get annoyed that they get a lot of traffic, like a lot of interstate traffic on an interstate. Imagine that. And they get annoyed that people aren't paying taxes to use it. So they're assholes and just charge you a toll, which really sucks. It gets expensive. It's like a solid, I don't know, $30. I think that's how much I spent once. Because it's like $1 something at every toll stop. It's a solid amount of money getting from Wisconsin down to Chicago just because of the tolls. And they're fucking everywhere, and they're assholes about them. Fuck you, Illinois. You're a terrible state. I hope you die. I really don't like Illinois. Okay, great. We've had this show on for 42 minutes and have had to actually start playing the video. I think this might be a new record, so let's actually talk about the video now.
Calculate how far I am from that tree here and how far I was from that tree at my beginning location. This is gonna blow your mind.
Okay. So we're gonna measure the distance between some random ass tree and Jason. Great. Have you ever driven, Jason? Have you ever driven and walked between 2 points in your town hundreds times? Hundreds of times? Okay. 100 times in your life? Have you ever done that? Illinois implodes. I hope so. I cannot cone Poppery Toy Works as meters wheel for flat earthers. What? That's a sentence? Sorry, Rex, I can't sentence your sentence. I have another question. Who uses the international unit system? You mean feet and yards and inches? Because I do. Earth dinner time. Oh, well, thanks for stopping by, Darth Killer. You should use trigonometry to measure the distance and verify with the meter wheel. It would actually be kind of cool. That is one thing that I learned how to do in elementary school. I think it was like 5th or 6th grade where you learn how to do this. You could, I mean, I guess it'd be hard, but you could measure the height of the tree, or if it's a known height, measure the height of the tree and then the distance and the angle and stuff, and do that. You could do that. You could also just measure it. Is this a slideshow for anyone else? I mean, it's a slideshow for everybody. I'm sorry if the I'm sorry if the I mean, YouTube is telling me that that it's streaming pretty well. I don't know how to help you at that point. 6,000 views now. Thanks. What did you do? What did you do? Okay, so this is our question, guys. God, it's raining really hard outside. Not that matters. So this is our question. Have you ever driven to a place hundreds of times? Probably. I like your very stock copyright free music from what's that one for my movie? It's, you know, good on you. Good on you for using that copyright-free music for my movie.
Hey, YouTubers.
The whole time I'm filming this, I can't stop giggling as Google Earth says it's half a mile, not a quarter mile. Dave, we got these bastards by the balls. You see what he did there? He's so funny. You don't drive? That's good. Good on you. I wish I didn't have to drive. I honestly do. Granted, I love riding my motorcycle, so that would make me sad if I couldn't ride my motorcycle anymore. But I do actually wish that I didn't have to drive. But especially in Omaha, you do have to drive everywhere. It's awful. Got them by the balls. What the fuck is this music? This music is stock music from iMovie. Like, if you have iMovie, it's one of their copyright-free songs that you can use on your like iPhone and whatnots to edit videos. Getting grabbed by the balls would be nice. It honestly depends on who's doing the grabbing. Yeah, this show, this show always devolves into talking about genitals. Fucking love this show. Rhetoric&Discourse. You would wish to drive more if you had a Volkswagen. No, it's not that. I love drive. Like I said, I ride a motorcycle, so I love riding my motorcycle. I ride that shit like all the time, and I love her. She's my true love. Sorry, sweetie. Is my motorcycle. I do love her. And I love riding her around. It's just. I really wish that I lived in a town where I didn't have to drive. Like I could either commute like on a bus or a train, or I could walk, or I could actually take a bicycle to work. I would love that a whole lot more, because even so one of the nice things about living in California is, one, you can split lanes on a motorcycle, so getting to work is a lot faster than everyone else because I can actually just like not deal with traffic. And the other thing that's really nice is a lot of places like work and like parking is free if you're on a motorcycle. So a lot of just public parking I can just use because they'll just like save like 4 spots in a corner somewhere that a car couldn't get into anyway, and they just reserve that for like bicycles or motorcycles and stuff, right? So it's cheaper. Out here in Omaha, like they don't understand that concept. Even at work, while they're willing to let me have, I have to pay for parking at work, which is also kind of dumb and weird. They'll let me ride my motorcycle and my car to work at the same time. But I still have to take like a full parking spot with my motorcycle, which I hate doing, and I really wish that I could take like one of the corners where nobody parks, but I don't have permission to do that. It's dumb. It's dumb. That's all. What a creative marketing campaign. Have ad markers. Never driven a bloody Volkswagen. I've driven Volkswagens before. They're not bad. They're not as good as GeoStrebber would make you out to be. Like, my wife used to have a Jetta, and that thing was a lot of fun to drive. Personally, if I were to buy another car, I have a little Ford Focus. If I were to buy another car, I would buy a Mini Cooper before I ever bought a Volkswagen. Mini Coopers are the fucking shit. That's a car right there. Fucking buy one of those, get a turbocharger on one of those, and you are sipping along. Oh, that's a car. Fucking got nothing on Volkswagen there. They're not entertainingly fun to drive. They're also not entertainingly fun to drive, yeah. Mini Cooper, more heresy. No, it's not. Hello, Marty Rules. Hi. For a second there, for like a split second, I was really hoping you were going to be Marty Leeds, because Marty Leeds and I have such a hate boner for Marty Leeds. It's great. Just as long as it isn't tan color VW with passenger seats removed. Okay. Yeah, no, if I buy another car, it's going to be a Mini Cooper. The Mini Cooper has the exact same number of cylinders as the developer has testicles. 4? I mean, 4? It does. But a manual transmission Mini Cooper can kick like any fucking like supercharged like muscle car. It's great. I love those things. They're so zippy. They just go. I love them. No, Mini Coopers now have 3 cylinders. Oh, they do? That's awesome. That's even better. That's super cool. I'd get one. Okay, so I don't know, all of that things and stuff. Okay, so according to Google Earth, somehow, and I'm rather impressed that this individual was able to find it. Somehow this one particular tree on Google Earth is a half a mile, but in real life it's a quarter mile, and we're about to figure out how we measure this thing.
I think one thing we can agree on is we can see a quarter mile.
One thing that we can agree on is that you need to learn how to do audio ducking. So dear, who are you? Jason, dear Jason, because I know you're gonna watch this video, Jason. Dear Jason, do that thing. There's a button on Adobe Spark. Maybe there's a button somewhere that says audio ducking on your audio. Click that for your music, so that it automatically gets lower when you're talking, and then I can understand what you're saying. Like, that's like all I ask of you is that you press that goddamn button, because I can't understand you because your music's too loud. So please do that. That's not a criticism of your flat earth nonsense. That's just a criticism of your video and why it's awful. That's, you know, that's all.
And what makes this important is I'm going to zoom in on something that is a quarter mile away from me. This really tall tree right here is 1/4 mile away from me. And this is full zoom on my camera.
Okay. I'm just trying to get from point A to point B. That's good. Google Earth says 0.75 miles, 3,960 feet. From point A to point B. Route 1 is 1 mile. Route 3 is 1.5 miles. I mean, probably. It looks like one is a straight line and one isn't, so okay. See, that's a tree. I don't look quarter mile, looks like Odetha mile. Max proof. I know, right? I don't know what how they determine it was a quarter mile away. I don't know. I think we're gonna maybe find out how he determines that. I am very curious as to how he managed to find this one particular tree on Google Earth. That in and of itself would be rather impressive. Like, Google Earth lets you zoom in pretty close, but I'd be very impressed if he could find this one tree. Like, that's some skill there. That's another thing. Google Maps says there's 2 distances to the tree. Lies. I know, right? And I'm gonna point at my screen because you can see it, right? So it does look like there are 2 routes that you can take. Because there's multiple routes that you can take to places, especially if you want to, take the scenic route and make it longer. But, whatever. Do they intersect traffic patterns, though? I think not. Residential areas are not also require lower speed limits. That's right. I think he's... Actually, I don't know. I was going to say I think he's walking. And on Google Maps, you can actually check, like, the walking box. Which will, give you traffic that's, like, on the sidewalk. So it doesn't give you... It doesn't, set your speed limit to the limit it sets you to walking, which I don't know. Found a tree on Google Maps, Devil's Tower. It's actually not a tree. Oh, no. No. Mr. United for the truth. Don't go there. Oh, gosh. I wondered how far apart these 2 points really are. If only the words weren't like this. Are you... I have to take off my glasses to prevent me from shoving them, like, straight into my face. Are you seriously complaining that the roads don't let you get from your house or whatever to a random ass tree? Is that what we're seriously going to complain about today? That there's a random ass tree in your neighborhood and there isn't a straight line between your house and a random ass tree, right? That's That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. You know, I can't believe all these government jerks are not letting you make straight beelines to random ass trees in neighborhoods. It's a conspiracy. I really gotta do that. I will try to do it for next time, is have the conspiracy song noise like available for me to click so that we can pull it up every time we have a conspiracy coming up. There needs to be a row to every tree on the planet, apparently. There really does. I want to quote Douglas Adams. Now, when it comes to point A to point B and then point C, we're all want to be. All right. Was that a mesa or tree stumps joke? Yes, it was, because they are. Shortest route, plowing through the house and pedestrians. It's true. Thank goodness for Google Earth and Google Maps, right? Allows you to see all the world. Google Earth. Let's check my house.
I just want you to see that. I believe this tree is recognizable here as well. This is one of our biggest deciduous trees in downtown Puyallup. That's full zoom as well.
Okay, what is with you and enslaved media and being so concerned about how zoomed in things are? Like that was like a thing that he kept talking about throughout his whole video. Enslaved by No Media is like, I have to zoom in into my tripometer to let you see it, and look, I have to, like, it's actually really weird. Like he actually stops. He's at a stoplight and he's all like, look, I have to zoom in so that you can see this red light. And look, I have to zoom, you know, this building next to me is only like 20 feet away, but it looks so close on my camera. Isn't that just fucking weird? Why is it weird? Why are you all concerned? Why do you care? I can't hear you. You can't hear him, it's too loud. Oh, and then the fool puts his address online for everyone to see. He really did. I'm not. Yeah, I don't. Thank you. I don't know what your real name is. Enslaved by No Media. You doxed yourself. Maybe. I mean, you poorly edited your video to the point where you can very, very, very clearly see what your address is. I am not gonna repeat it, but I will say this much: I got your address and I used it on Google Maps to do the thumbnail of my video because you made it that easy to figure out what your address was. So, you know, that's a thing. How many birds are on the tree anyway? I don't know. They're all CGI birds, right? And as Anthony Riley would have us think, it's all the same bird, and they're all CGI.
And you'll probably notice something else. Look right up here. We have a dead end. See that? There's a house at the end of that road. That happens every 2 to 3 blocks in Puyallup. And I'll tell you why. Just want to show here, we've gone a couple blocks and we have another dead end.
So apparently, dead ends are caused by the government, the people, the Illuminati, the Freemasons, and you know, the whatevers. It's not just the nature of, you know, streets organically growing around buildings. It's not the fact that this, by the looks of it, looks like a fairly new neighborhood. And there are probably reasons, you know, it can't be that the land is owned by different peoples. No. It's the government. All right, we're going to take a break. It is around that time where break time happens. So we'll take a break, enjoy some fan art. We will be back in a couple of minutes. I'm going to refill my beer a little bit here and use the little boys' room and whatnot. So enjoy the wonderful fan art. There's some sexy Geo Strebber. By the way, just I have like all these pictures hanging on the wall above me, and it's fantastic. My desk area is full of half-naked women. Alright, you all have fun. I will see you all in a few minutes. All right, and we're back. That's the right one. Hello. Okay, we made it back. There's light outside. I love it. Okay. Things and stuff. Abolishing speed limits is a very interesting idea. I'm not sure if I'm 100% for that, but you know, I don't know. I live in an area where people don't know how to drive, so I'd rather not encourage more stupid out of them. But that's just me. Okay. I guess we can keep going with this. I broke out the popcorn. Like, this video deserves breaking out the popcorn for it. How, if you hear me chewing, I'm not sorry. I'm just not. This video deserves popcorn to be eaten during it. It was very important to find out how far apart these two trees were separated horizontally. Horizontally, as opposed to what? Like, I mean, they can't really be separated vertically from each other. They can. I don't think you know what those words mean. Like, it is very important, guys. We have to know the distance between these two trees. Oh, I want to remind everyone. I just swallowed some jalapeno. Oh, God. I just died. Oh, goodness. Okay. I'm alive again. Okay, maybe I shouldn't eat popcorn right now. Okay, I want to remind everybody. Oh, God. So, okay, popcorn thing. Popcorn has jalapenos on it, and it's kind of spicy, and I love it. It's delicious. It's like the best fucking popcorn in the world. But every once in a while, if you don't like chew it and you breathe it in, it like kills you. That was one of those times. But besides that, all right. Besides popcorn, something. Oh, yes. Why is it very important? I want to know. So for people who have just showed up, or people who have forgotten after a 5-minute break what we're talking about, we're trying to find out how far this Jason is from the tree. That's what we're trying to figure out, right? Like, and the easiest way to do such a thing would be to get a trundle wheel thing, or a yardstick, or a thing, or a rope, or an anything, and just walk from one end to the other and measure it. And there, bam, you get it, right? That's it. Popcorn with jalapenos, you Yankees are weird. It's great. It's also got cheddar. Like, see, it's yellow. It's got cheddar and jalapeno. Oh, it went up my nose. But it's really good. Ah, good, it went up my nose. Okay, so this is a very important thing to know, is how far these two trees are separated horizontally from each other, as opposed to separated vertically from each other, which would be weird because they're not on top of each other. I don't know.
All right, so we made it to our extra tall tree with the little squiggle in it there, okay? This one's actually way shorter, but just the perspective, because so, and I'll show you how close I am to this tree. So I'll zoom all the way in. It's in the backyard of this person's house, so hopefully they don't freak out on me, but there's what it looks like. I guess I'm 60 to 80 feet from that tree. And here's that other tree. Look at this huge deciduous tree that I said would be.
In case you can't hear him, which I'm pretty sure you can't unless you're wearing headphones. In case you can't hear him, he's really close to these trees. That's more or less what he's saying, and he's zooming in on them because zooming in on them lets you know that he's really close to them. You know. Flat Earth research, zoom. Basic alarmities, you want some capsaicin death on your popcorn. I do. It's delicious. Learn to eat R&D. That would be a great idea. It is still popcorn. It's just made more delicious by the jalapeno and the cheese. Nom, nom, nom. What is this? CSI? I know, right? I want him. Son of a bitch. I really want him to like set up a post where he started with one of those like blood spray analysis string type things that's like going to the tree. That'd be great. Do that. Then I'll believe you. Or just measure how far away you are from it. Oh my goodness. Zoom and enhance to find the suspect tree. It's true.
Easily findable. I was able to keep my eye on it driving the whole time, even though I had to take 6 turns. And so far I've driven a half mile, people, okay?
Why are you driving? Honestly, just walk. Stop being such a lazy fat ass and walk. I explained to my neighbor I was measuring straight line distances and his tree was the tallest. Okay. Are you actually like harassing your neighbors about their trees? Like, wow. I mean, I'm glad you have nice neighbors, but wow. Don't do that. He kindly measured the distance between them, but I asked not to film. Totally understood. I discovered that they were 16 feet apart, which was very important. Are we gonna do the plane thing again? Please don't do the plane thing again. This doesn't tell you anything. I don't know. I get a bad feeling that I know what he's going to do. And it's depressing me a little bit. Like, what are you gonna... I'm just gonna drink and eat popcorn at this point in my life. Okay, so we have this, and you probably can't quite see it, but he does have endpoints on the pink line, and according to him, the pink line is 40 feet, which is equal to 2.5 times 16. I mean, yes. Let me sit here and do some more math and let you know what other things it's divisible by. So we take 4 divided by 16. It is 2.5. It's also equal to 10 times 4. It's also equal to 8 times 5. I don't understand why this is important. I also don't understand why you think that this is 40 feet. I just don't know what you're doing anymore. Oh no. This is gonna not end well. Methinks the flat turd is overthinking this and overloading his flat turd plane. He might be. Numerology, what's a numlock? Ooh, I bet. Marty leads this thing. Where's Marty leads this thing? I don't know where I can pull it up. I think I can pull it up here. Where's my fucking stylus? Okay. This is entirely not at all what I should be doing with this stream, but let's look up Marty Leeds thing. Marty Leeds' website, because he's got a free numerology calculator thingy on his website. So we're gonna look that up, and we're gonna look up I don't know. God, that's a terrible picture of you, buddy. Geometria calculator. Oh, I guess these are measurements, so I can't really like. Shut up, Marty. I don't want to listen to you. Stop talking to me with your autoplay thing. Go away. Go away. Go away. For a second there, I thought I could do something with it, but I can't. Oh, well. At 1/10 of a mile away, or 528 feet from the object. I am zoomed in on my camera, only captures 16 feet of horizon. I honestly don't know what to say. No. No. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say to this. I don't know how to explain it. Like, no, that's not how any of this works. That's not. I kind of want to cry at how stupid this is. I kind of do. This beer is making me very emotional. Like, that's not at all. That's not at all how this works, buddy. Like at all. Remotely, is this how this works? Why can't you just measure from point A to point? Get a fucking rope, buddy. Get like a 3-yard rope, or get a rope that's big enough that you can easily manage it in like 2 people, and you stretch it out till it's nice and taut, and then the next person in the back comes back, and then the person who was at the front starts walking and makes it nice and taut, and then you just caterpillar your way to the end. You could do that, or you could do this silly zooming in nonsense. This doesn't give you anything. Get a rope, buddy. I know, right? Oh, all right. At 1/8 zoom a mile. At 1/8 zoom a mile. At 1/8 a mile, it captures 20 feet of horizon. At 1/4 mile, it captures 40 feet of horizon. I don't. Why? Dear Jason, just I know why, right? Like I'm asking this as if I don't actually know the fucking answer. What are you watching right now? I don't know. Trying to kill himself eating jalapeno infested popcorn. Oh boy, that's a bad season for further than us. I might literally try to commit suicide with this popcorn. It's a better fate than sitting here watching this. All right. No, like no to all of what you have just said. I know we had a conflicted physical and angular perspective or separation. Yeah. This is where cool hierarchy often myths become essential. They really are. You're about to see previously unprecedented levels of flaturnium. This is really bad. Suicide by popcorn takes about 20 years and you'll die of artery clogging. That's okay. I'll die happy. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. What is this? I don't. Oh, that was the thing I was gonna say. So before I got distracted, right? I keep asking why. Like, why are you doing it this way? I keep asking it as if I don't entirely understand why you are making it this complicated, right? So the easy solution for this is to get a rope. I'm going to leave that blank for a second so that you get what I'm insinuating. But you get a rope, you get a tape measure, you get a trundle wheel? A wheel that measures feet, not meters, because those aren't real. And you literally start at one end, you go to the other end, and you measure that distance. If you are, for example, having a hard time finding a landmark that you can measure on like Google Maps or you can measure on Google Earth, and you're having a hard time finding a landmark in your neighborhood that's a nice straight shot from point A to point B, if you are struggling with that, dear Jason, if that is giving you a really, really hard time, don't do it in your neighborhood. Chances are that you live near a city or you live near a road or a highway that actually is a straight line. I'm gonna stop my rant for a second. Just pause. Because we haven't had enough boobs in this episode of Longer and Harder. But if you would like to donate towards me buying a trundle wheel / not a meter wheel, because meters aren't real wheel, donate now so that I can buy one, and we will do this. I have a nice straight road, and we will do this nonsense and I will stream it live. I will stream live walking a mile, because that's exciting content. Find a straight road. I'm sure that somewhere in your town, I am sure that somewhere in your driving vicinity, there is a road that is a nice straight line between Road A and Road B intersection, to which you can measure on Google Maps or you can measure on Google Earth or whatever, that you could walk with either a trundle wheel or you can drive with a measuring stick or a measuring rope, whatever you want to do. And you could do this without any of this look at this and I'm pointing at my screen as if the audience can see it, right? Look at it, this is convoluted. Why are you making it so difficult? I know the answer, but why? Why are you making it so convoluted? R&D, you got 40 minutes? I got 40 minutes? Am I free in 40 minutes, or do I have 40 minutes to spare? Which of those? I am done in 40 minutes, if that is the question. Hi, Sean. How are you? You gotta send me a picture for fan art. And you know what I'm talking about. You send me that picture. Fan art will get made. Okay. Yes. You got 40 minutes. You are hereby ordered to join my stream in 40 minutes. Okay. Will do. Alright. That is fine. I can do that. Okay. So, why are you making it so complicated is honestly the real question here. And the answer is very obvious. Because if you made this simple, right? If you made this as simple as Enslaved by No Media did, and he honestly had the right idea. He took his trip odometer and he set it at 0 at his starting location, and then measured how the distance between his starting location and his end location. There's my hand. And he measured that distance. And his trip odometer, to no one's fucking surprise, read exactly what it should. And that is why you're not doing it, right? It's entirely why you are not trying to actually measure this. Because if you actually did, you would get the right answer. You would find out that Google Earth, Google Maps, Google Government, Google whatever nonsense, right, would agree with the measurements. And then you couldn't make this video. And then you couldn't have special knowledge. And that is why you're making this unnecessarily convoluted. Please stop. I'm gonna... Oh, God. Okay. Enjoy some more copyright-free music. I gotta pause it because I know it's too loud. Focus on the distance from point A and point B, and the tree as well as route 2. What? Okay. No! No! Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. Son of a bitch. Nope. 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 That's a different video. That's a different video that we weren't watching. I think this is it.
We'll be able to calculate how far I am from that tree here.
Oh, wait. I hit the wrong button. Son of a bitch.
The whole time, even though I had to take 6.
Where is it? Okay. Oh, go back. Go back a bit. Okay. This is where we were. Sorry. Pennywise is part of the It video. So if you want to vote for the what it means, that was that video. Why yes, R&D, your hand is there. It is. It shows up every once in a while. What weird porn does we have on the other window? I might share that on Twitter. Okay. No, what?
In the flat
Oh, son of a... Sorry, VLC is being a bit of a dick. It's just being a bit of a dick.
We'll be able to calculate.
Okay. Focus on distance. Yes. All right. So here's our maths. Route 1 is 1.2 miles, and I guess it goes up, and then whatever that no for you it's that direction, right? So it goes up and then that direction and then down again, and then the other one goes bump and then bump, no that way, and then up, and they all measure different directions. I'm assuming they're different streets, so whatever. That's where we're at. Oh, wait, go back. Just noticed something. So, this clusterfuck of things, right? This clusterfuck of routes and distances and whatnot. I just noticed that tree is like somewhere in the middle of it. So in his Google Earth calculations, so far he hasn't actually measured how far he is from the tree. He's measured from a point to a different point, and then the tree is in the middle of those points. Why don't you just measure to the tree? Why are you measuring point A, point B with point A prime in the middle? Like why? Like why? Like
Hey, just another dead end in my journey to go across town.
No, not in your journey to go across town. In your journey to make it to this one specific tree. Oh, in your tiny ass neighborhood, somehow you think that all streets should allow you to go to this one particular tree. Why? Because why not, right? Because your demands should be more important than whatever silly ass fucking rules they have about streets. No, if you can't make it to this one goddamn tree, it's all a fucking conspiracy to keep you away from making it to the tree, I guess.
Oh crap. I don't always come this way.
This Fox Pass was not included. I went back to point A and drove without error to point B for an accurate driving distance.
Crap, another freaking dead end, people.
You're in a neighborhood. You're in what looks like a relatively new neighborhood. A neighborhood that was Fox Pass. Is it a Fox Pass? Like what looks like has been recently built neighborhood, right? You're not in a neighborhood.
We're just trying to get right over there, okay? So this is how difficult it is if you live in a small town to get across the small town.
No, this is how difficult it is for you to get to some random ass tree in the middle of your neighborhood. This does not mean that it is hard for you to get to, like, the important shit in your neighborhood, right? This does not mean that it is hard for you to get to your fucking post office, to your police station, to downtown, to whatever. It's just difficult for you to find a route to a random ass tree in a random ass part of your neighborhood. My voice is squeaking.
Insane, right? All right, I've made it to our destination, and man, how many more turns were there? So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more turns, so 11 turns total. Okay, so my odometer says we went a mile, and I'm over here, and I've kept that tree in my view, so I'm going to zoom in on that tree. But I'm on the other side now of that tree. Now you can.
We're now at point B on the map, and supposedly these trees are a quarter of a mile away. Are they? Are they? You haven't actually shown us that, right? So far, oh god. Song's cool too, basically a week-long CSD, probably. Telephone pose, that's so retro. Yeah, we have those, okay. He could simply click the ground view on the maps and save gas. He really could just walk there. I mean, it's a quarter mile. What's that, like 2-minute walk, 3-minute walk for a quarter mile? Maybe a little bit more. You could just walk the whole thing. And again, your complaint is that you don't have a straight line route to a random ass tree in your neighborhood. That is legitimately your complaint. It's not. It's a weird ass complaint to have. Like there's absolutely no reason why there should be a route to this one random tree, like at all. But you know, whatever.
You can see the one to the left there. You can see it looks a lot shorter from here.
Oh, we're back to this nonsense. Remember, fully zoomed, my camera sees only 20 feet side to side from 1/8 of a mile away. No, it doesn't, right? If we want to be dicks about this, and I'm going to be a dick about this, right? Your camera sees, I don't know, probably hundreds, if not thousands of light years between things. Because measuring this distance between 2 points by zooming in on it does absolutely nothing, right? Like, you can have 2 stars that are hundreds of light years away from each other, and you could still capture it in a picture where they're this literally far away from each other on your screen, on your viewfinder. You don't know how to measure things. This isn't how measuring things works. You are making this so unnecessarily complicated. I need to breathe more. This isn't how measuring things works, buddy. Like parallax is a thing. Things that are close, like I told you about this the last time, right? If I take my finger and I start it at the edge of my viewfinder here, right, and make it to the other side, right there, right, we could say that it traveled the couple of inches that it's what's this, foot and a half in between my face. We could say that our camera only captures a foot and a half worth of space. Or if we were to go to the back of my apartment and the fucking, like, I don't know how big that wall is, the 10 12 feet that is. That is 10 feet, 12 feet right there. We can't go. Hi, beautiful. We can't go from here and assume that my Rayquaza fell off my thing. We can't go from here to here. Ah! I need. I'm done. I have a ruler. I have a fucking ruler, right? Like, there we go. There we go. Look at that. Dear Jason, watch me fuck up like distances. Look at this. According to you, there's a foot, right? There's a foot right there, right? According to you and your silly. We'll stop this here. We'll get this solid there. According to you, my living room is what? Only a foot, maybe foot and 3/4. According to your silly ass logic, my living room is only a foot and 3/4 long. That's it. Because at this zoom spot, that is how much my camera captures. There. That's just what we're gonna do now. I think it's just metric units on that ruler. I think there are. Are there? Yeah, unfortunately. It was made for you not metric using. Ah, foot my ass. I have bigger feet than that. God damn it. I just like that's the best way for me to explain to Jason that claiming that my camera only captures a foot and a little bit is not actually like a good way to do this. Like according to you, my camera only captures a foot, maybe 2 feet, a foot and 3/4, and so anything between here and here is only a foot and 3/4, right? Like I want you to understand how dumb that is. I want you to understand that like my coffee table, according to you, is what, like 3 inches big, right? Let's here. Yeah, there's the inches side, the real side. According to you, my coffee table is only like 3 inches. Here, you want to fuck with your mind? Let's zoom it in. According to you, we'll try to get this a little bit more square. My coffee table is only an inch. It's only an inch wide, right? Because according to you, that is how we measure things. According to you, we can't legitimately just measure things by measuring them. No, we stick rulers in front of cameras. And now my coffee table is only an inch big. That is how big literally how big my coffee table is. I'm gonna play some more of this. I'm gonna eat popcorn silently. Yep. That makes sense.
And that tree there with the squiggle in it is the tree that was in the backyard. So I'm going to zoom in on it from here.
Yep. That's how we measure distances. I mean, I could. Let's do this. Let's do this experiment, right? I could say, take my handy dandy ruler and go over here. Hopefully you can still zoom. I think you can. Right, so there's a good solid foot right there. There's a good solid foot and 8.5 inches. So we could say, because I measured it, we could say that my coffee table is a foot and 8 inches, 20 inches long. We could say that, right? We could say that it's 20 inches long, and let's call that the official story. That is the official story. That is the Google story right there. Coming straight from a NASA shill. That is the official story about my coffee table, that it is 20 inches long. we can 20 minutes R&D. I'm working on it. I don't make time move faster. We could say that, but instead what we will do is we will take our nope, wrong side. There we go. We will take our handy dandy ruler. Yes, that is the inches side. Just making sure I'm using the proper measurement. So we will move this over and start right there. So what is that? It's hard to see on my screen. I'm gonna go say 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches. 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. Actually, let's make it 1 inch. Let's make a good solid 1 inch. Because reasons, right? Because reasons. Let me mess with. There we go. So according to my camera viewfinder, it's 2 inches. It's 2 inches. We'll just go with that, right? It's 2 inches, right? The official story might say that it's 20 inches. The official story of me fucking measuring the thing might say that it's 20 inches. But the unofficial, the true flatter skeptic way of doing things says that it's only 2 inches. And that is obviously a better way to measure things, Jason. I'm still gonna use inches. Fuck the rest of you guys. Pick up the base. I can't pick up the base. I'm
Okay.
losing it there.
So there we are, zoomed in on that same tree. It's got a cutout on that side and a cutout on that side. So from the other way, those will be opposite. I'm 180 degrees on the other side of this tree. But this is full zoom. So we'll be able to calculate how far I am from that tree here and how far I was from that tree.
Okay. I know. No, I'm being a bit of a whore. But that's okay. Because I'm going to do this now. Because I have to do this now. Because this has to happen. But I will be taking money out of our boob experience, or out of our boob experience bar. We will be taking out some money to buy a trundle wheel, which I'm still absolutely certain that's a made up word. And measure a mile. I will live stream. And if you would like to donate now to, 1, see boobs, and 2, help out with this cause of measuring a fucking mile, donate now. But we will be wrong finger. We will be taking boob money out of this thing to do that, right? And we will buy a trundle wheel, and I will live stream walking, because exciting things happen when I walk a mile. Walking a mile to measure out a whole mile and then show you on a map what that mile looks like, because apparently that's it. Move donations, yeah. So if you would like that, donate now, donate later, I don't care, but that's gonna happen now. That's gonna be next weekend's episode, is me walking a mile
At my beginning location. This is gonna blow your mind.
Jason, what is the big deal? You say the tree is only a quarter of a mile away from point A and an eighth of a mile away from point B. And Google says the Earth, and Google Earth says half a mile and a quarter. What? 10 inches of boob. I'm bohobo. You are a brave soul for helping us out here. I hope you get a good pair of boobs. Alright, you. I'm still eating popcorn. I don't even care. Once Sean gives me his images for fan art Wednesday, I will do a fan art Wednesday of Sean Hufford, because I think that would be great. Oh no, is it really broken? I hope not. There they are. Oh, those are new boobs. I added those not too long ago. There you go. Enjoy some new boobs. I will be quiet while you enjoy the boobs. Goodness gracious. I'm the broken one at this point. Honestly. Is this seriously what you're going to show us over and over again? I did not show Google Earth to protect my friends and neighbors. I know haters will say it was to hide something. I'm sure it was. In future videos outside my personal space, I will expose Google Earth with their own maps. So, don't make me give you new donation gift. It's reserved for $1 donation. So, honestly, Sean, you give me a GIF. You give me a nice bouncy GIF, and we will make that a high price one. I can do that. It'll be like the you know the $20. We can set it at $20, right? Like, so if you want to see like the Sean Hufford bouncing, we could put that at the $20. Oh no, don't. I don't know. That's a Sean Hufford problem. Sean, though, I do. If you don't send me something, God damn it, fucking jalapenos. If you don't send me something, we will. I will just do a fan art of you, just in general. I think I really need to. Okay, we're really close to the end of this video. I want to try to actually finish this up. Goodness. I guess just stop the music. It's like he's saying anything. Because he's just showing the same map over and over again with the same crappy music over and over again. What does this say? Wait, stop. No, go back just like a tad bit. Okay. Google Earth tries to send me on Route 1, the longest route all the time. Yet Route 2 through the neighborhood streets is shorter with no lights. With all the twists and turns, I drive 1 mile while a bird flies its 3.4 miles. No, that's not. God, son of a bitch. I enjoyed them boos. They were only diminished slightly by already chewing jalapeno melt. Google Earth. Sorry, I need to pause. This is just. Google Earth distances are a lie. 101. Please let it sink in, as greater detail will be shown very soon by Dave at Enslaved by No Media and myself. No, I won't. When I need groceries, I just, oh no. Oh, this is the next video. Where's the next video? Okay, we made it. We did a thing. We did a thing, you all. We did a thing. We made it. Should we have an end of the video boob celebration? You all let me know if you want an end of the video boob celebration. If you do, we will do that. I'm pretty sure you all do. So, you know, we can. I just boobs. Boob celebration. Okay. Okay. Where are my die? There's my die. Okay, so we got a D20. First person who says, how is that even a question, R&D? I don't even know. Okay, first person who says super chat / donations. You get to pick which side of the boobs we pick. I will roll a D20, and then those will be the boobs we get. That's what we're gonna go with, right? With the donations, I think I got by Bjorn yesterday and today by Bohobel. I think we will easily have enough to buy a trundle wheel. So we'll do that. We'll buy a trundle wheel I'm hoping by next Saturday, and if the weather holds up, I'll do a live stream next Saturday of walking a mile like the big fucking loser that I am. I will walk a mile. Set up a stream. Door is open. R&D. Sweet times. I will join as soon as I'm done here, which will be in like 10 minutes. Okay. No one's yet said what they want. What do you want, guys? Do you want super chat or donations? That is your choice. you get to pick that. You get to pick super chat or donations. Once you do that, we are all good to go. Lo, how much money will you walk for 500 miles? I don't know. Let's see. We can figure that out. Hey, Sean Humphrey, I still owe $50 the Walkera's donation promise I made. Oh. So yeah, we will try to get. I will try to buy a trundle wheel. The ones that I found here are not the worst. Walking wheels. Some of them are a little bit on the pricier side, so I don't necessarily want to like spend too much money. This one that's like $12 seems not so bad, but it also seems to be kind of crap. So I might try to find something else on Amazon. Let's see, trundle wheel. Trundle wheel. Did I spell that right? Probably not. Trundle wheel. I'm also fairly certain that this isn't a real word, but you know, whatever. Nope, it's not a real word according to Facebook or Amazon, one or the other. We will try to figure that out. All right, no one's saying a thing. Come on. All right, so we're just gonna roll a die. We got ourselves a number 6, over here on. Let's do, where is it? There it is. Donations. Sorry, too much things going too fast. Number 6 on donations. You, my friends, get this for finishing the video. Thank you all for showing up today to help us finish the video. Oh, that's a good one. And we finished our beer. All right. We are going to call things a little bit early today just because we finished the video and I honestly, I can't keep this nonsense going. Thank you everybody for showing up. If you want to listen to more of this nonsense, watch today's quickie. Quickie with Enslaved by No Media. Google Lies, I think is what I called it. So, you know, watch that. If you would like to, you know, if you would like to see more boobs, donate. If you would like to see me do more nonsense, subscribe, do the thing, like the video, you know, show myself out, do all the things. You'll know what this fucking, you all are smart. You know how this works. Unit beer robes. I need to add those. I have those. I need to add them. Thank you everybody for showing up. Greatly appreciate it. I hope you all have a good rest of your week. Maybe maybe fan art Wednesday on Wednesday for Sean Hufford. Maybe, no promises. I'm starting school. My schedule's kind of a mess. I get a new client on next week. I have lots of things to do. Maybe, who knows? But thank you all for showing up. I hope you all have yourselves, I guess I should do the thing. I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful weekend. I will see you all next time.